Crypto fam, what up? Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and a happy new year. Um, whew, it is snowy out here, I'll tell you that. So I'm just gonna let it defrost, and it's cold out there, so I'm just gonna stay in here as it melts. But I wanted to kind of say what's up and just kind of quickly go over a few of my top picks for cryptocurrency in 2020. I think Bitcoin is going to moon in 2020. I think everyone who says the halvening is priced in right now doesn't know what they're talking about. When May 2020 hits and the halvening occurs, I think we might have an initial sell-off, just the sell the news event of Bitcoin, and then that'll translate to all cryptocurrencies. But I think at that point, I think Bitcoin will be getting near to, if not already at, all-time highs of 20,000. Now, after the halvening, I think you'll see Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash go on a bull run. And then it will lead the other cryptocurrencies along with it. And I think for the second half of 2020 into the majority of 2021, we will see a massive bull run greater than that of 2017 with the altcoins. And I think that the DeFi projects are going to lead this. So after Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash kind of moon after, maybe the last third of 2020, other coins that will be mooning, in my opinion, will be Maker, Synthetix, and Maker with their multi-collateral DAI. I expect a lot more cryptocurrencies to be able to be collateralized and not just Ethereum and Basic Attention Token as it stands right now. Basic Attention Token, that's another one that I think will moon. Synthetix Network, they are the top derivatives platform, decentralized derivative platform in cryptocurrency, and they will moon. We already saw Andreessen Horowitz buy a boatload of it. That's made it moon a little bit. And because of that, here, let me flip to face mode. Because of that, I think with that backing, Synthetix will continue to moon. And they just announced that they're basically going to use all of their oracles, or maybe not all of them, but they're going to be using Chainlink for their oracles, for decentralized oracle, for price feeds and whatnot. So that's a big step forward for them. Before, they had problems when they were using just their centralized oracle solution. So I think that's a big step forward for Synthetix. They're still super, super undervalued because the amount of Ethereum locked up in, I think it's actually Synthetix token that's locked up in the Synthetix network is about half of that of Maker, but the market cap of Synthetix is less than half of that of Maker. So, if we're going off of how much is locked up, Synthetix should be priced higher. So that's another one to look at. 0x protocol staking is coming, and I think Coinbase is going to allow staking just like they did with Tezos. So 0x is one to look out for. For the near term, and I'm talking first half of 2020, I see the staking coins going wild. So Tezos, it had that run. I think Cosmos, Atom, it's been running, but I think they will continue to run because staking, you lock up your coins into the network to secure it, And people like that idea of passive income when you're helping a network out. So I think Cosmos, with their interoperability, I think that is a very undervalued project, and that could be the TCP/IP of the crypto world potentially. So Cosmos is one to look out for, and Tezos, both of those, they cannot fork. It's in their protocol. And Tezos is a self-amending blockchain, which is crazy, and they're getting all sorts of institutional support. That's one I've been baking for a while. Same with Atom as well. So if you haven't looked into those, or you don't have any bagged to those, take a look. Take a deep dive. And other staking coins that are DeFi related, Chainlink, that I mentioned before, that Synthetix is using. Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle solution to get outside data onto decentralized applications and smart contracts. Every smart contract that is DeFi related will need this. There's not really any top competitors to Chainlink as it stands. Now I know Komodo, I think, is also working on some sort of decentralized Oracle, but Chainlink is far and away the leader. And they're going to be used, and you're going to have to stake your link and stake your reputation of the data feeds that are going into the smart contract. So I think Link will be in high demand. iExec RLC, that's another one that you can stake and works with DeFi stuff. They've got a lot of work with IBM and other corporations, so that's one to keep an eye out for. But I'm not super. I think that one's already really had its run. Kyber Network, that's another one to look out for in the DeFi world as a decentralized exchange, essentially. I like that one. I'm not like crazy bullish on it, but I like it. And here's a couple other ones that are very undervalued, even though they've been kind of, well, Celsius Network. I'll just say it right now. Celsius Network, Cell Token. It's been pumping lately, but I think it's still undervalued. It's got far and away, Celsius has had far and away the most amount of assets under management for a lending platform. So you deposit your coins into Celsius. Those coins gain interest for you because when they're deposited, they're under the custody of Celsius, and most of the funds are custodied under BitGo, which is FDIC regulated and insured under Lloyd's of London. So rest assured, all those assets in BitGo, even though not your keys, not your coins, you know, you gotta take some risks sometimes if you want to make some returns. So you gotta weigh those options. But I personally have utilized Celsius Network to earn interest on my coins. Nexo is another one. I have a bunch of Nexo. They give you dividends in Bitcoin about every 6 months or so. I wish it was a little bit more frequent than that, but that's another platform similar to Celsius, except for they don't offer you interest on everything. It's really just stable coins that they offer you interest on at this moment. But I think they're one to keep an eye out for as this whole lending and kind of new form of banking, because let's be real, this is basically banking, but it's a much more efficient way of banking, and you're using cryptocurrencies, eliminating the middleman for the most part, Celsius and Nexo, they are holding your coins, but you can withdraw them at any time. So enough about those. Just take a look at those if you haven't heard about them before. But yeah, I think Ethereum is another one. Just because when Ethereum proof of stake comes out, 32 ETH, you can run your own node essentially with 32 ETH. And there will be Ethereum staking pools as well, so you don't feel like you have to get all 32, but if you want to run it yourself, get 32. So when that comes out, we'll see what happens, but really everything is built on Ethereum right now in terms of DeFi and financial applications at least. But when Ethereum moves to proof of stake, keep your eyes out on Ethereum Classic. That will moon before Ethereum fully moves to proof of stake, because all of those ASIC miners mining on ETH hash for Ethereum currently, they're switching over to Ethereum Classic. And I like Ethereum Classic's long-term prospects because I believe that still is the most secure way to validate transactions is through proof of work. I really do. So with all of that mining power moving from Ethereum to Ethereum Classic, look for Ethereum Classic to become a much more robust and secure platform. So there's a reason why I believe Barry Silbert and Grayscale hold so much Ethereum Classic. In fact, Ethereum Classic, their Ethereum Classic Trust, the fund that you can trade, like GBTC, that's Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. The only other one they had for a time was Ethereum Classic. I think it's GETC maybe, but yeah, they are super bullish on that. And Barry Silbert is basically the richest man in crypto, I would say. But yeah, anyways, keep a lookout for those. And then finally, I think the newer coins that don't have heavy bag holders are going to do well in this next run. Coins like Kava, I really like Kava. That's another DeFi platform that connects XRP, BNB using Cosmos, the Tendermint protocol. And so I think that one has some possible gains to go. And I would also keep an eye out on something like Algorand. Huge institutional support and a high-level team. They're new, they're interesting, and I think they can be a force to be reckoned with. Look for all those coins that are on Coinbase. That's going to have the most eyes on it. Coinbase and Kraken. And then I would also, after a little while, maybe in end of 2020, latter half, look for a run in Hedera Hashgraph HBAR tokens. I know there's such a glut of supply right now, which is just making a tank, but they're working with some big players like Boeing, I think, and some other institutional staples and household names. So look for HBAR to start running at some point in 2020. But yeah, those are some of my picks. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Probably, but I also like Neo. Neo, Cosmos is built on Byzantine fault-tolerant BFT algorithm. Well, Neo started that. DBFT. So they're kind of an innovator out there. They're old coin. I think that because of their focus on developers being super developer friendly and not, you can code on anything. You can be a coder with anything and code on Neo. Whereas with Ethereum, you need to know Solidity. So I really like the prospects of Neo going forward as well, especially as Neo 3.0 comes out in early 2020. So, yep, that's kind of what I got. Alrighty. Peace out.